Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome you all to Bali, the paradise island. First of all, please adjust your time since we are at a different time zone. Our local time now is currently 2 p.m. And before I explain further information about our tour for today, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Meliantari. You can call me Meli. I'm your tour guide for today from Garuda Tour and Travel Agency. And for today's tour, we have Mr. Satya as our bus driver. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, is it your first time come to Bali? Okay, because this is your first time come to Bali, now I would like to tell you about Indonesia and Bali in general. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia is one of the largest archipelago country in the world, and the capital city of Indonesia is Jakarta City. And now Indonesia is led by President and Vice President. The President of Indonesia is Mr. Joko Widodo and the Vice President of Indonesia is Mr. Ma'ruf Amin. The Independent Day of Indonesia was on 17 August of 1945, and Indonesia has more than 17,000 islands, but we have 5 big islands. They are Sumatra Island, Sulawesi Island, Java Island, Papua and Kalimantan. Talk about the differences in Indonesia, we have 6 religions in Indonesia. They are Islam, Catholic, Christian, Hindu, Buddha, and Konghucu. And one of Indonesian culture, especially in Bali, is Puja Trisandya. Puja Trisandya can be heard in everywhere in Bali. Puja Trisandya is a sign for Hindu people during a worship because the majority religion in Bali is Hindu. Whatever religion we believe, we have to respect each other because the differences in Indonesia make Indonesia still one. And Indonesia has a motto called Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which means unity in diversity. Okay, now I would like to tell you about Bali. Bali is one of the most beautiful islands in Indonesia. The capital city of Bali is Denpasar City. The total population in Bali are more than 1 million people, and the majority religion in Bali is Hindu. They worship in a pura or temple. Well, talk about Bali, if you pay attention, the place of residence or house of Balinese people is slightly different from the other areas outside Bali. The uniqueness of the traditional Balinese house contains many meanings and philosophies. There are also a number of rules in its construction that are related to the tradition and values of Hindu teachings. Balinese traditional houses are built with a high philosophy's principles. The philosophies adopted is called Trihitakarana, namely Parahyangan, Palemahan, and Pawongan. These 3 aspects have the meaning of a relationship with God or Parahyangan, a relationship with nature or environment or Palemahan, and a relationship between human beings or Pawongan. Therefore, every Balinese traditional house must have several buildings that are useful for prayer, a place to rest, and also a place to chat with others. The names of Balinese traditional houses are divided based on the buildings in the house, including Angkul-Angkul, Aling-Aling, Family Temple, Bali Manten, Bali Sekapat, Bali Dauh, Bali Dangin or Bali Gede, Pawaragan or Pawon, and Lumbung or Bands. Balinese traditional houses are built using the Asta Kosala Kosali rules. This rule is more or less the same as the use of Feng Shui in Chinese culture. The shape is very unique because it doesn't unite under one roof, but it's divided into several buildings that stand alone. The buildings are also arranged according to the concept of the direction of the wind and the axis of Mount Agung. This happens because the existing hierarchy demands that there are different strata in the arrangement of the residential building, such as the bed of parents and children must be separate, and so is the relationship between kitchen and the family shrines. To understand the spatial arrangement of this Balinese traditional house, it usually refers to the 9 winds guided by the 9 rulers in each direction of the compass in the concept of Hindu Dharma religion in Bali. For the Balinese people, the east direction with the axis facing the Mount Agung is the main location in the residence. So, this location is usually used to place a place for worship, or in Bali, it's called Sangha or Pamrajan. The parts of building in the Balinese traditional house are: the first one is angkul-angkul. Angkul-angkul is a building that resembles a gate which also has a function as an entrance. The thing that distinguishes angkul-angkul from other buildings is that this building has a roof at the entrance. And the second building is aling-aling. Aling-aling is the dominant buildings as a barrier between the angkul-angkul and the yard. People believe that this building has a function to block a negative aura from entering the yard of the house. And the third building is Balai Manten. In a traditional Balinese house, Balai Manten has a rectangular shape and it's located in the north of the main buildings, and there are 2 rooms, namely the right balai and the left balai. Usually, Balai Manten's house is intended for the head of the family or daughters who are not married or still virgin. This is a form of family attention to girls so that their chastity is maintained. The next building is Balai Dauh. This building can be found in a number of Balinese traditional houses. Balai Dauh function as a room to receive guests. Uniquely, Balai Dauh building must have a lower floor height than Balai Manten. The uniqueness of Balai Dauh is a number of poles that differ from one house to another and has a special design for a number of poles. The 6 pillars are called sakanam. If the number of poles is 8, it's called antasari, and if the number of poles is 9, it's called sangasari. Okay, the next building is Balai Sakapat. Balai Sakapat is a part of traditional Balinese house that serves as a place to relax for all family members. The uniqueness of this traditional Balinese house is that there are 4 pillars as a support and the roof is in the form as a gable. With this building, it is hoped that family relationships can be more intimate and harmonious. The next building is Balai Dangin or Balai Gede. Balai Gede is a part of traditional Balinese house that function as gathering place and the place for serve Balinese food of traditional ceremonies. It is located at the east of the main house with a higher floor position than Balai Manten. Balai Gede has a rectangular shape and lower stair position than Balai Daje building. This building consists of 12 pillars, which are commonly known as sakaroras. Each hall is made elongated with the head towards the east. Another function of this traditional Balinese house is often used as a place to make Balinese statues or carvings, as well as a place to knit clothes. The next building is Balinese kitchen, or in Bali it's called pawaregan or pawon. If in Java there is a pawon, in Bali there is a pawon. The kitchen of a traditional Balinese house is located in the northwest or south of the house. compound is divided into two parts, namely the inside and the outside. The outside is useful when you want to cook using firewood, while the inside is useful to store kitchen utensils and other eating utensils. The next building is barn or lumbu. In Bali, it's called klumpu or jinak. The function is to store foods such as rice, corn, and other foods that have been dried under the sun. The last building is Sangha or Pemerajan. Sangha or Pemerajan is a family temple. Its function, of course, as a place for family worship. The placement of this family temple must be in the northeast area of the house. Well, Balinese architecture always has special characteristics that make it different from other Indonesian traditional houses. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's all about Indonesia, especially Bali in general. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes we will arrive at the hotel, so please prepare yourself. Don't forget to check your personal belongings, don't leave anything behind, and I would like to say selamat beristirahat, have a nice day, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye!